no matter what anyone thinks of Trump, drive-bys and Mitt Romney, that no one is that ridiculous to say something so self-incriminating on a ginormous conference call, right? So I'm listening to it. 38 minutes in, that's when it starts getting good. And he says, I want to find the 11,780 votes. And he repeats this request again about 44 minutes into the call, saying that the votes are, quote, they're in spades, end quote. But what he's talking about is right before that, he was outlining incident after incident of what he says is election irregularity. And as a result of these election irregularities, the fraud prevents a full accounting of all of his votes. And that's what he's talking to them about. He says, he's saying, I know we have the 11. I mean, anyone with the reading comprehension of a dolphin could understand this, or just a simple mollusk would be able to embrace this recognition. You have to play stupid in order to, and there's not even anything remotely threatening in this call. Nothing. But yet that's how it was trending on Twitter. And I saw a bunch of right people. This is why you listen to my show. There is no one as good as I am on air about breaking stuff like this down. Nobody. Because I literally slave over every single detail. I don't have a staff that slaves over every single detail. I read everything and I listen to everything. That's why you tune in. 44 minutes in, that's when he's saying, well, the votes are there. And then he references as I just mentioned, the aforementioned election irregularities that he says, whether you agree with him or not, his perspective in this call is that it is preventing a full accounting of the tabulation of votes in his favor. And then he goes, I'm just curious. And he's talking to Brad. He said, I almost want to just get him yelling Brad and just get a supercut of that from this call. That's I know it would be the most tedious of work, but it was so funny. He goes, quote, I'm just curious. Why do you keep fighting this thing? That was about 49 minutes in. The only thing that anyone could even say was a threat, and it's not a threat. Again, you have to purposefully pretend to be incredibly stupid to argue that this is a threat. Is he says that voters in Georgia are so angry. He doesn't see how Brad, and he's talking about Brad Raffensperger, who is the Georgia Secretary of State. He doesn't understand how Raffensperger can get elected again. That isn't a threat. That's just common knowledge. People are mad at the Secretary of State in Georgia. Literally, you had one job. One job.